Welcome along, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're well. It is Thursday, the 29th of August. Yeah, it is still. Just double check. For some reason, I was like, is it August still? Yeah, but it's Thursday, 29th of August. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I pre recorded this evening. As you settle down and get yourselves nice and comfortable to watch this, and first question in about a minute's time, I will be, let me think. So it's about 8 o'clock. Quiz finishes. I think quiz finishes about half 6. So I'm probably I'm probably on the move. Yeah, I'm probably on my way to a. If you see me at a fuel station around the A40, that might be about right. So yeah, so I'll be on my way back from London for hosting this quiz with a brilliant company who do a lot of fundraising for Connections. They've been the headline sponsor for my quiz that I do for Connections every year. They've been the headline sponsor for the last two and also for this year as well. So yeah, I will have. I don't know how it's gone, to be honest. At this point, my crystal ball is not working. However, I can say now I've produced one of the finest picture rounds I've ever produced for a corporate company. I have taken their products, I have put them into AI, and I have got AI to create some versions of their own products and see if they can pick them out, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing how they get on with that. But yeah, so that's all just taken place, to be honest. As I record it, it's not, but that's all just taken place in this real time. Oh, hello. That didn't work. That did. Oh. Okay. But anyway, yeah, let's get the quiz underway. 50 questions then, as always. My word, I have never created such a divisive format as I trialed on Bank Holiday Monday, and I am still working my way through everybody's responses on that. So more information will come along, but suffice to say, as it stands at the moment, um, yeah, it needs work. I think is probably the general feedback. I've I've never read comments that have been so split down the middle. It's unbelievable. But anyway, to tonight, which is more important, which is the format you know and love and have loved over. Well, I say loved, you know, tolerated over the last 4.5 years. 50 questions, and as always, let's get straight in with entertainment. A lot of you happy that there was no entertainment on Monday. But here we go. First question number one. The first song on tape one of the first ever Now That's What I Call Music album was You Can't Hurry Love by whom? For those of you who are of a certain age, tapes, they were about this big. And we used to put them into these big machines and then they would play music. And if you're from that generation, you will have spent many hours whiling away trying to record those songs off of the top 40 on the radio. A lot of misspent youth of putting pencils into tapes and rewinding them. But anyway, number two, the TV show Lost saw survivors attempt to survive on a mysterious island in which ocean? So the TV show Lost saw survivors attempt to survive on a mysterious island in which ocean? Number three, 1995 saw the first of a franchise of films based around a supernatural board game that releases jungle-based hazards on every turn they take. What is the name of the 1995 film? Yeah. Name the film. There should be a what is the name of this film in there somewhere, but it's not transferred. 1995 saw the first of a franchise of films based around a supernatural board game that releases jungle-based hazards on every turn they take. Name the film. It's more of a statement than a question, so there should be a name the film. I think we must cut it off at the end. Number four, the safety dance was a. Oh, I forgot to put the date in. That's what's me. Do you know what? This baffled me when I was looking at it earlier. Dun, 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 dun. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves while I have a look. I always called it the Wigan dance because that's what it sounded like. 1982. Really? Behave. Wow, 1982. I thought it was later than that. Wow. Yeah, the year's not what I wanted. Hang on, That's a good point. Because that's going to confuse people who are on mute. There we go. That's the wrong keyboard. Dingbat. Yeah, so the Safety Dance was a 1982 hit for men without what? I knew it was something I was supposed to do. I believe that's 1982. It's the same age as me. Number 5, FCI Danbury is the minimum security federal prison and the setting for which TV series? So FCI Danbury is a minimum security federal prison and the setting for which TV series? Next stop. There we go. I know this is going to be really irritating some of you, and I am aware that my camera is slightly slanted. I don't know why. I can't get it level again. I need to pull everything out from behind my monitor. But when I did this a couple of weeks ago when I had a loose wire, I pulled everything out and then ended up stripping everything right down. So I will fix it for Saturday. Number 6, what was the name of the Hanks DiCaprio film loosely based on the life of Frank Abagnale? And apologies if you hadn't noticed and now you haven't. That's all you can fixate on. I do apologise. What was the name of the Hanks DiCaprio film loosely based on the life of Frank Abagnale or Abagnale? Abagnale was the like posher way of saying it, wasn't it? Abagnale. It's like bucket and bouquet. Maybe it worked. No, let's do question 7. Number 7. Who is this? No. I've got the beard. Again, I can't. Who is this for number 7? Sorry, out the window is very distracting right now because the sun has finally come out here in Darwin, but it's looking very much Independence Day outside. You know where at the beginning of the film where all the clouds were white and then they were bright orange as the ships come in? It's looking very much like that over the hills at the minute. Number 8, which musical would you find the songs Elephant Love Song Melody, Nature Boy, and Sparkling Diamonds? Train. Which musical would you find the songs Elephant Love Song Melody, Nature Boy, and Sparkling Diamonds? If it wants to change, I'll give you number 9. Greendale is the fictional setting for which cartoon? So Greendale is the fictional setting for which cartoon? And number 10, how many seconds were there in the title of the song by Usain Dor and Naina Cherry? I'm still convinced there is they swear in this, but I know it's like spoken, it sounds like they're swearing. If you know the song, you'll know what I mean. Beep, beep, beep. These days, people. Dum da da. Geography for you for round 2. Number 1, the Öresund Bridge links Malmo in Sweden with the Öresund Bridge links Malmo in Sweden with which Denmark city? So the Öresund Bridge links Malmo in Sweden with which Denmark city? I transferred this all off over at 2 o'clock this morning when I got back from a leaving do in London. Train stopped in Milton Keynes. I was very frightened, but everyone was very nice. Number 2, the river Tagus, a moose about this hoose. The river Tagus flows between Spain and which other country? The river Tagus flows between Spain and which other country? Number 3, Rabat is the capital of which country? So Rabat is the capital of which country? Number 4, at 1,558 miles long, the River Murray is the longest river of which country? So 1,558 miles long, the River Murray is the longest river of which country? And now I'm thinking if I put that in kilometers. Nope, it's in miles. Huh, okay. Can't read that out, it gives you a clue. Number 5, Baffin, Victoria, and Ellesmere are the largest islands of which country? So Baffin, Victoria, and Ellesmere are the largest islands of which country? Number 6, the Galileo Galilei Airport is located in Pisa, which is in which country? The Galileo Galilei Airport is located in Pisa, which is in which country? Number 7, name the country from the flag. So name the country from the flag for number 7. Number 8, Easter Island is a part of which country's territory? So Easter Island is a part of which country's territory? Number 9, Managua. Managua is the capital of which Central American country? So Managua is the capital of which Central American country? And number 10, the Cook Strait separates the two main islands of which country? So the Cook Strait separates the two main islands of which country? Okay, final round before I take a break. I've done these before, so these are questions in the style of crossword questions, crossword clues. So at the end of each question, you'll have how many letters make up the word. There is a theme. The theme tonight, they are all football teams, which also in sort of parallel to that, they're also places. Oh no, yeah, no, sort of. A couple of them aren't places. Yeah, they're football teams and some of them are places, so it's a win-win for everyone. But the great thing is they are done in the style of crossword clues, which means it's not like, you know, which football clubs from Manchester kind of thing, you know. So here we go. Here's number, whoa, don't go too fast. Here's number 1. This football team would add coal to the fire. 5 letters and 4 letters, so 2 words. This football team would add coal to the fire. Number 2, the opening for ships to enter. 10 letters. The opening for ships to enter. See, I know the answers. I like that one. I think that one's clever. I think I'm really proud of that one. But until you see it, and if you don't get it, you'll be like, oh yeah, of course, makes sense now. Number 3, oh yes, 10 letters. A parent who does it really good. Oh, I am dead proud of this one as well. A parent who does it really good. I have to amuse myself. I sit here talking to myself 7 days a week, so I have to amuse myself. Number 4, not just a tennis venue. 9 letters. Yeah, that is 9. I was just double checking. Not just a tennis venue. Doesn't apply to this one, but they aren't just English football teams. They are UK wide. Number 5, it's all spelt like a bookworm's task. I should have, yeah, it's spelt the same as like a bookworm's task. If you're on the same level as me, then you'll try and understand what I'm trying to get at there, and it's worrying if you're on the same level as me. Seek help immediately. Number 6, with a wheel, this football club could move stuff. Oh, I haven't put how many. 6. I forgot to put the number on that one. So with a wheel, this football club could move stuff. Again, I like this one. If you're in Manchester, by the way, well, it's a bit too late. It's 24 hours later and you'd already know. But at the moment, it looks like the ship from Independence Day is heading in your direction. Number 7, Detective Jane Tennyson, actress, would become this if canonized after death. Detective Jane Tennyson, actress, would become this if canonized after death. Oh. It's also worryingly how easy some of these came in my head. Number 8, bringing together a compass point and a part of a pig. 4, 3, and 6. 3 words this. Bringing together a compass point and a part of a pig. I really need to get out more. Number 9, sounds like a car maker's spot in the sunshine. 5 and 5. Yeah. Sounds like a car maker's spot in the sunshine. And finally, number 10. The Tin Man wanted these in The Wizard of Oz. Well, he wanted one of these. Should be the Tin Man wanted one of these in The Wizard of Oz. Yeah. If he wanted more than these, then I think people should be asking questions as to why he wanted more of these. Okay, there we go. There's your first 30 questions tonight. Oh, I'm in a different planet tonight. So there we go. That's your first 30. They are now up on the hub. So scan that QR code top right hand corner of the screen or head on over to jvpqquestions.com. Either of those options will get you there. Click on the recap menu, click on part 1, and your code to enter the first part of the quiz tonight is that on screen, 290147. 290147. Right, I'm going to take a 7-minute break, as I always do at this point. unless you were here on Monday and it all got confused. Because yeah, but anyway, we're not talking about Monday, and I'll go through the carry on going through the feedback. Anyway, right, 7 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, right. While you're putting down your final answers, yes, I'm smiling because this is mad. This is completely and utterly bonkers. So while you're putting down your final answers, I read the news because I do, because I've always been that way. So I read the news, but I always tend to have a look at the offbeat stuff. So I'm on Sky News' website, so you have to, if you want to look at this article, you have to have a look for it. It'll be in there somewhere. But originally, it was the article was talking about Waymo in San Francisco in California, how they've got a fleet of autonomous taxis that have landed, and they've been beeping at cars and stuff. And there's a couple of videos on the Sky News article. But what I then found, buried in the article, is there is a live stream from the. There's one moving now. Sorry, it's one moving. There's a live stream of these taxis. I mean, what's it say now? It's 12:15 in San Francisco, and it's a live stream of like a parking, well, America, so it's a parking lot with what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and one leaving now, 16 autonomous taxis driving out of in this parking lot. Apparently there's loads more, but apparently it's even more, it's even funnier when you watch them all come back, 'cause they don't charge them here. This is where they sit waiting for their rides. But I think this is the best thing I've ever seen on YouTube in my life. Well, probably shouldn't really say that, should I? But anyway, but yeah, it's just mad. It zooms in as the it's indicating as well. Wow, that's a step up on some drivers in the UK. The fact that it's indicating as it pulls out that taxi. I'm sorry, I'm just completely and utterly. And you can name your own one as well. So apparently it's an unofficial stream. So what you can do is you can sponsor one of the taxis. Maybe that'd be cool. JVPQ, Waymo self-driven taxi. No, if it gets into an accident, it might have a problem there. I'll reconsider that. But yeah, if you want to check it out, have a look. Lo-fi Robo Taxi. Waymo Depot Shenanigans is what it's called. So if you've got loads of time on your hands and you want to have a look at a load of robotic taxis, which I now think this is going to be my new fun thing to have on in the background when I'm doing work. But yeah, that's what it's called. Go and have a look. Drop a comment on there. Tell them I sent you. They will have no idea who I am, but tell them I sent you. Right, anyway, answer sheets together. I'm going to have to turn that off because that's going to distract me all the way through the rest of recording this quiz. I'll minimise it and I'll have a look at it after. Right, here we go then. Let's give the answers to the first 30 questions tonight. Kicking off with entertainment, starting with this number one. The first song on tape one of the first ever Now That's What I Call Music album was You Can't Hurry Love by Phil Collins. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to. Number two, the TV show Lost saw survivors attempt to survive on a mysterious island in which ocean? It was the South Pacific. Don't judge me. Don't change your opinion of me. But I have never, ever seen a single episode of Lost. Hello? Is anyone still there? Cool. Number three, 1995 saw the first of a franchise of films based around a supernatural board game that releases jungle-based hazards on every turn they take. It's Jumanji. Slightly concerned they're selling copies of this board game in toy shops. What happens? You know, some monkey comes climbing out of the walls or something. Number four, the Safety Dance was a 1982 hit for men without hats. If you listen to it, it does sound like they're going, we can dance, we can dance. I know it's we can dance, but the way to pronounce it is we can dance, everybody clap your hands. Number five, FCI Danbury is the minimum security federal prison and the setting for which TV series it is Orange is the New Black. Number six, what was the name of the Hanks DiCaprio film loosely based on the life of Frank Abagnale or Abagnale? It is Catch Me If You Can. Number seven, who is this? That is singer Tom Grennan. Number eight, which musical would you find the songs Elephant Love Song Melody, Nature Boy? Excuse me. And Sparkling Diamonds, it is Moulin Rouge. Number nine, Greendale is the fictional setting for Postman Pat. And his black and white cat, Jess. Early in the morning. Number 10, how many seconds were there in the title of the song by Usain Dor and Nena Cherry? 7. 7 seconds away, just as long as I stay. Geography, number 1, the Öresund Bridge links Malmo in Sweden with Denmark's Copenhagen. Number 2, the River Tagus flows through Spain, and which other country? It is Portugal. Sorry, every time I pronounce that, I sound like I'm saying Taggart. The River Taggart flows between Spain and Portugal. Number 3, Rabat is the capital of Morocco. Number 4, 1,558 miles long. The River Murray is the longest river of Australia. Number 5, Baffin, Victoria, and Ellesmere are the largest islands of Canada. Number 6, the Galileo Galilei Airport is located in Pisa, which is in Italy. It was relatively straightforward and obvious, but hopefully my evil laugh made you second guess it. Number 7, name the country. That is Estonia. Number 8, Easter Island is a part of which country's territory? It is Chile. Number 9, Managua is the capital of Nicaragua. And number 10, the Cook Strait separates the two main islands of New Zealand. And your crossword clues. Number 1, this football team would add coal to the fire. Stoke City. Stoking the fire. Number 2, the opening for ships to enter. Portsmouth. The mouth of the port. Portsmouth. I'm having to explain these. I'm really, really in trouble. Number 3, I loved this one. A parent who does it really good. Motherwell. You know when you throw pens at the TV, I can feel it. I know I'm not there, but I can feel it when you're launching things at the TV. It hurts. Number 4, not just a tennis venue, it is Wimbledon. Number 5, it's all spelt like a bookworm's task. Reading or reading. Number 6, with a wheel, this football club could move stuff. Barrow. Wheel, barrow, wheel, barrow. Professional. Number 7, Detective Jane Tennyson, actress, would become this if canonised after death. St. Mirren. Number 8, bringing together a compass point and a part of a pig. West Ham United. Bringing together, uniting, okay. Number 9, sounds like a car maker's spot in the sunshine. It's Aston Villa. And number 10, the Tin Man wanted these in The Wizard of Oz. It is Hearts. Or to give them their full name, it's Hearts of Midlothian. But I couldn't work out how to do all of that in one question. So, Hearts. I amuse myself. I mean, I think that's pretty much all I do now these days is just amuse myself, and then you guys are all here to watch it and cringe. Anyway, right, that's your first 30 all done so far. Tot your scores up. Let me know how you're getting on. You do have the YouTube live chat this evening. Hopefully you're all being very well behaved in there, because I won't be able to watch it back. I won't be able to look back at the YouTube live chat till I get home to make sure that you're all being well behaved. So I'm sure you will be. But yeah, so tot your scores up. Let me know how you're getting on. You can stick them in there or our Patreon Discord server if you are a member of our Patreon Discord community, which we love very, very dearly. They were brutally honest with me about Monday night, and my initial reaction was to be very, very grumpy about it. But then I actually looked back at it properly in the cold light of day when I was on my way down to London on Tuesday, and I realised actually, no, I was just being really, really incredibly grumpy about some of the things they said. So again, begging my forgiveness from all of you guys for your brutally honest comments, which were absolutely spot on. So yeah, I do apologise for being a bit grumpy with you all on Monday night, but I did try and apologise on Tuesday. Right, hopefully you've all totted your scores up. Let's do it. Round 4 then for you tonight is your connections round 9 of the wonderful questions. And question number 10 asks the question, what links the 9 answers together? I'm in so much trouble for this one tonight. Number 1, according to the proverb, all what lead to Rome? So So according to the proverb, what lead to Rome? For those of you who are losing your minds on Monday, here we go. Connection round. It's not gone anywhere. It was just, I didn't write anything new. There's a whole quiz connection round coming soon as well. I'm just putting the finishing touches to it. Number 2, what V is a low area of land between mountains or hills? So what V is a low area of land between mountains or hills? The hills are alive to the sound of music. To be honest, the hills that I can see out my window aren't very alive to anything in the minute. Number 3, what can go before Lewis to create the name of a high-end department store chain? So what can go before Lewis to create the name of a high-end department store chain? Number 4, who is the eldest of Prince William and Catherine's children? So who is the eldest of Prince William and Catherine's children? The Duke and Prince and Princess of Wales. That's what I was looking for. They're not a Duke and Duke of... Are they still the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge as well? Number 5, in which country can you find Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia? So in which country can you find Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia? Number 6, which city sits on the River Tamar? Which city... Hang on, I need to double check this, because if I've done this again, I'm in big trouble. Hang on. Right, that's fine. That sits on the river, the name of the city. That's okay. Cities on the River Tamar. Right, none of them are cities, that's fine. Number 7, the Principality of Monaco is completely surrounded by which country? Well, it doesn't actually mention the one in the answer, which worries me. Time flows into the for entering. Right, okay. I can get away with that. Yeah, the Principality of Monaco is completely surrounded by which country? Number 8, arch, truss, beam, and suspension are all types of what? Arch, truss, beam, and suspension are all types of what? Number 9, in which part of South London completes the Upon Thames and is notable for the location that some of the Saxon kings were crowned? So in what part of South London completes the Upon Thames and is notable for the location that some of the Saxon kings were crowned? Joke then. And as always, question number 10. What links the 9 answers together? So what links the 9 answers together? Wrapping up tonight's quiz then with 10 general knowledge questions for you. Kicking off with this for number one. What type of bird is this? So what type of bird is this? Number two, +44 is the international dialing code for where? So +44 is the international dialing code for where? So people really don't realise it's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit outside my house. They come, train's doing 50, but they come around the bend at like 40 mile an hour and then fly out the road. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, number three. Who created Pinocchio? I'm a real boy. Who created Pinocchio? I'm not really. I'm just a figment of everybody's imagination, and I don't really exist. Someone's gonna screenshot that, aren't they? And I'm just gonna... There you go, so you can catch it in time. At least I had my hair cut for that. Number four, this is a reproduction showing King Arthur presiding over what? So this is a reproduction showing King Arthur presiding over what? I'm not sure I wrote you a tiebreaker. I'll check in a minute. I think I did. Yep, but number five, which country celebrates Bastille Day? So which country celebrates Bastille Day? Number six, which toy's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts? Good old school pub quiz question for you there. Which toy's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts? Up until recently, it wasn't very. That was never a question that was in very. And I think I've asked this before, to be honest. I've asked something like 40,000 questions over the last just 4.5 years, let alone all the other quizzes in my lifetime. But yeah, not many people knew this until in the last 12 months. Number seven, microphobia is the fear of what? Is it microwave food, small things, x-rays, or toy cars? So microphobia is the fear of what? Is it microwave food, small things, x-rays, or toy cars? Meep, meep. No, that's Roadrunner. Number eight, what SP is the name of a flower or a person who rescues others from mortal danger by smuggling them across the border? I did not know this is what. I didn't know this is what this name meant. I thought it was a meaning for something else until I had it on my list of answers and yeah, did my research on it and went, really? I am shocked. Shocked to my very core. Number nine, a leading theory says that what was created when a Mars-sized planet called Theia collided with Earth 4.5 billion years ago. I remember it well. It was a warm summer's day. A leading theory says that what was created when a Mars-sized planet called Theia collided with Earth 4.5 billion years ago. Finally tonight, number 10. What is the longest athletics event set to be competed in during this year's Paralympic Games? So what is the longest athletics event set to be competed in during this year's Paralympic Games? There you have it. That's your 50 then for tonight. So, no, don't tot your scores up yet. I'm giving the answers. That wouldn't make sense. So, time for a recap. Head on over to the hub again. The code you need for part 2, which will be on in the break as well, is 290276. That is 290276. I'm going to take 7 minutes, not 6, but 7. And when I return, oh, yeah, jumping the gun there. That one. I will take 7, and when I return, I'll have some answers. See you after this. That one. unmute my mic. There we go. Okay, so answers coming to you in just a moment's time. So get those final ones written down. Yeah, as part of the research for Monday, I was having a look at something. I think tonight is number 460 of the Thursday and Saturday variety of quizzes, all the way back to the 26th of March. 2020, which I realised as well. So the first Saturday quiz was that Key Worker Celebrity Special, and that was 3 weeks after. I know I think I did a movie one straight after on that Saturday. But yeah, the Saturday quizzes didn't really, and to be fair, right, the Saturday quizzes were only supposed to be just sort of a temporary sort of fix. They were never supposed to carry on. But here we are, 4.5 years later, with Thursdays and Saturdays of quizzing. It was only really supposed to be Thursdays. But anyway, so yeah, just a couple of things on that while you're putting your last answers down. So a couple of the people in our Patreon Discord were like, well, we've got to have a party for the 50th, for the 500th. And it has kind of got me thinking, because it is a monumental occasion. I mean, what, we 20 weeks away from it. And it is quite a big occasion. It'll be a Thursday night, and it has got me thinking as to whether or not I look at doing it somewhere. And that's as far as I got, really, to be fair, because I don't even know if anyone would actually like turn up to see a live. It effectively would be this just from a live venue, so there would be audience like that side. You wouldn't be able to see him, but you'd be able to hear him, kind of thing. And it has kind of got me thinking, quiz number 500. I mean, I do want to do something for the 5-year anniversary, but that'll all depend on what happens with the paperback for the book, because I might be all over the country for the paperback, because they apparently got big plans for the paperback. But yeah, I do want to mark both of those occasions. So let me know if you've got any ideas, if you've got some thoughts. Let me know. Just, send me some ideas or what have you. And yeah, so the 500th. So I've got 20 weeks to plan. Or I've got 19 weeks to think about it and then a week to run around and go, but yeah, let me know your thoughts. Just ping me, messages like Discord or what have you. Just let me know what you think. I mean, I'm more than happy just to celebrate it here, but I do think it needs to be marked in some way, shape or form. And I know what a lot of you are going to suggest. I can't do it. As much as I would love to, I can't do it from the bench. Because I wouldn't be able to get, unless I'm going to run a very long Ethernet cable all the way from connections, I wouldn't be able to get a signal. So I have got a thought on the bench, but that's on my long list of ideas. But yeah, the bench has just always been a no-go to do a live quiz from. I could record it there. Very odd, but I could record it there. But I wouldn't be able to do it live from there. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Anyway, right, let me put... Oh yeah, my camera is off. Oh, never mind. Right, here we go. Answers then for your final part of your quiz this evening. Kicking off with your connections. Number 1. I'm going to get in so much trouble for this. According to the proverb, all roads lead to Rome. Number 2. What V is a low area of land between mountains or hills? It is a valley. Number 3. What can go before Lewis to create the name of an high-end department store chain? It is John, i.e. John Lewis. Number 4, the eldest of Prince William and Catherine's children is George. Number 5, in which country can you find Madrid, Valencia, and Barcelona? Oh, never mind. You know what I mean. Spain. Valencia. That's a new low for me, I think. Number 6, which city sits on the River Tamar? It is Plymouth. Number 7, the Principality of Monaco is completely surrounded by which country? It is France. Number 8, arch, truss, beam, and suspension are all types of what? It is bridge, which this one means that really you can't have, like, these are all place names for your connection round, because that's not a place name. Well, it is, but I know what I mean. Number 9, in which part of South London completes the Upon Thames and is notable for the location that some of the Saxon kings were crowned? It is Kingston. And so what links your connections tonight? They are all capitals of Caribbean countries, and they are there on the left-hand side. So you've got Rhodes Town, which is the British Virgin Islands, the Valley, which is Anguilla, St. John's, which is Antigua and Barbuda, Georgetown is Cayman Islands, Port of Spain is Trinidad and Tobago, Plymouth is Montserrat, Fort de France is Martinique, Bridgetown is Barbados, and Kingston is Jamaica. Nope, she went of her own accord. There we go. There's your dad joke for the night. But yeah, capitals of Caribbean countries. Well done if you got that tonight. And general knowledge. I know the comment I'm going to get. Someone puts the same comment when I do a style of connection round on that. Anyway, right, moving on. General knowledge, number one. What type of bird is this? That is a sparrow. You didn't need to go really specific and say like it's a red-tailed sparrow or what have you. Just sparrow's fine. Number two, +44 is the international dialing code for the United Kingdom. Number three, who created Pinocchio? Geppetto. Number four, this is a reproduction showing King Arthur presiding over what? It is the Round Table. Knights of the Round Table. I mean, the answer's in the question, to be fair, but... number five, which country celebrates Bastille Day? It's back. It is France. Number six, which toy's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts? It is Barbie. Seven, microphobia is the fear of what? It is small things. Number eight, what SP is the name of a flower or a person who rescues others from mortal danger by smuggling them across the border? It is the Scarlet Pimpernel. I thought Scarlet Pimpernel meant went missing. I didn't realise this is the true definition of Scarlet Pimpernel. That was going to be what the original question was built around. It was, you know, what SP, you know, is a name for someone who vanishes and then reappears and da-da-da-da. But yeah, turns out that's the actual definition. So I've been using Scarlet Pimpernel wrong for years. I've been calling people... I've been calling some people smugglers. Number nine, a leading theory says that what was created when a Mars-sized planet called Theia collided with Earth 4.5 billion years ago? The moon. Minions, tonight we steal the moon. And finally, number 10, what is the longest athletics event set to be competed in during this year's Paralympic Games? It is the marathon. There you go, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything else. So that is all of your questions for this evening. Tot your scores up. How have you got on? If you need a tie-breaking question, it is this, hopefully. There we go. I'm not sure. Now, there's a chance you may have heard this on Thursday morning, but I looked and I thought, I don't know. I can't remember if I've asked that. So I've had to just grab one at random. And this is the one hopefully I didn't use this morning on the quiz. But how many athletes will be competing for Team GB at this year's Paralympic Games? So if I did use this morning and you already know the answer, you just play rock, paper, scissors to decide who wins. Because if you know this and the people you're playing with didn't know this, and that defines you as cheating, to be honest. Or using the tools that are available, so I don't know. Right, answer then in 3, 2, 1. It is 215. 215. And that's it. There you go. That is all for this evening. I will be back on Saturday, planning to be live. However, we've got to go and get Jack's school uniform and some other bits and pieces for him to go back to school because he starts in the juniors. When he goes back on Tuesday, he starts in the juniors. I have a 7-year-old child who is in the juniors. It's frightening. But yeah, he's back in school on Tuesday. So, yeah, so we've got to go and get some bits and pieces. But I'm planning to be live. I should have everything done before. But if for whatever reason it's pre-recorded, you know that the shopping trip went badly. That is it for tonight. I will be back then on Saturday night with another 50 questions. If not, I will see you next Thursday. That is it from me. As always, I'll see you soon. Take care. Stay safe.